warning. This video might scare you. If you're easily frightened, it's best not to watch. Viewer discretion is advised.
Number 1. Lead investigator Ian from Midwest Ghost Hunter takes on a terrifying challenge by visiting one of the most haunted places in North America, the San Haven Sanatorium in North Dakota, just northeast of Dunce in Rolette County. Opened in 1912 as a tuberculosis hospital, the sanatorium later became a mental asylum before it closed in 1987. With over 1,000 reported deaths, it earned the dark nickname the Sanatorium of Death. Knowing its eerie past, Ian bravely decides to spend the night there alone. His goal? To gather more proof of paranormal activity.
Spending the night there by myself, trying to document evidence, more evidence of it being haunted.
As he explores the rundown building, things start to get creepy. He hears screams, coughing sounds, and at one point a strange breath.
It sounded like a breath.
While filming, Ian also takes still photos and manages to capture a ghostly white figure in one shot. A second photo taken right after shows nothing. Shocked, Ian realizes he just caught something unexplained near a window.
I just got that in the freaking camera!
His video camera also records odd sightings, including a white mist and something moving past a window. Later, a shadow appears at the end of a hallway, making the whole experience even scarier.
Dude, look. Nothing. There's nothing. Is this where they kept your body? Oh, holy shit. Is this where they kept your body? Oh, holy shit. Oh.
The San Haven Sanatorium is infamous not just for its dark medical history, but also for the tragic death of a 17-year-old ghost hunter who fell down an elevator shaft in 2001. With all this in mind, could the spirits of those who died there still be lingering? Ian's experience suggests the place might be haunted, but in the end, it's up to viewers to decide for themselves. Number 2. The next creepy video comes from the Paranormal Investigation channel, led by Tony Ferguson. This time, Tony, along with his wife and medium Paul Seisel, explore Bodman Jail in Cornwall, aiming to capture any paranormal activity they can. Bodman Jail, built in 1779, is believed to be home to several dark entities, including the spirit of former prisoner William Hampton, whose crime shocked the community. There have also been reports of light orbs and even possessions within the jail. The team sets up cameras around the old, haunted prison, and Paul stays in the dungeon, completely alone in the dark. After a while, Paul starts to feel strange. Then, something eerie happens. He stares blankly, almost as if in a trance, and slowly turns toward the camera. Moving toward it, he suddenly hits the camera with force, as if something had taken over him. Kristen Honey, Bodman Jail's paranormal manager, has often spoken about possessions that happen there. According to her, those affected feel faint, lightheaded, or undergo sudden changes in behavior, just like what happened to Paul. Tony Ferguson later reviewed the footage and said Paul didn't seem like himself during the incident, leaving many viewers shocked. The video uploaded by Tony Ferguson has sparked a lot of conversation, with many people vouching for its authenticity and the jail's haunted reputation. Number 3. In this next clip, you'll see two elderly women crossing the street, and nearby, a building is under construction with safety barriers in place. Everything seems normal at first, but then something unexpected happens. As the video shows, the two women had only made it halfway across the road when, out of nowhere, part of the building suddenly collapses. If they had been just a few seconds slower, the falling bricks could have hit them. A fire truck happened to be passing by at the same moment, but it doesn't seem like it was there for this incident. This is one of those moments that can only be described as pure luck. These women narrowly avoided a potentially tragic accident. Number 4. In this video, a young girl is walking home after spending the evening at her friend's house in Boswell, Pennsylvania. On her way, she starts hearing strange sounds behind her, like someone or something is following her. Thinking it might be a stalker, she pulls out her phone to record, but what she captures is far more disturbing. As she turns the camera toward her stalker, she captures a dark, humanoid figure with glowing eyes. The creature begins to rise and stands on 2 feet, revealing its tall, lanky form with long limbs. The eerie sight has led people to refer to this being as a brush crawler. But what do you think? Did she really capture a ghost on camera? Share your thoughts down below. Number 5. This next footage is one of the most disturbing things you'll ever see, so consider yourself warned. Recently in China, a video emerged showing a massive swarm of insects, so large that they covered the ground and caused a traffic jam. The swarm was so intense that the insects piled up on the road, making it look like a snowstorm had hit. In this bizarre event, a huge number of insects descended on a busy road, creating a scene unlike anything you'd expect. The swarm was so thick that vehicles struggled to move as the ground was completely covered, causing tires to slip and making it nearly impossible to drive. The sheer amount of insects blocked the road and led to major delays. Massive swarms like this are rare, but when they do happen, they can seriously disrupt transportation and daily life. It's truly unbelievable. Number 6. In this video, security cameras in a hotel capture what seems to be paranormal activity. As shown, a mysterious figure suddenly appears in the footage only to vanish moments later. The eerie presence raises questions about whether the hotel is truly haunted. Could this be a ghost caught on camera, or is there another explanation? Let me know what you think. Number 7. In France, a terrifying moment unfolded on a bridge where traffic had to stop for boats to pass underneath. A young boy on a bicycle tried to race past the barriers, but things quickly went wrong. He lost control, crashed into the barrier, and started wobbling. Then, to everyone's horror, he fell into the ravine below. The moment he tumbled down was absolutely terrifying, and I couldn't help but imagine how much worse it could have been. Those bridge mechanisms are huge, and the situation could have turned into a tragic accident. But somehow, miraculously, he survived without serious injury. People nearby rushed to pull him out of harm's way. It was a truly heart-stopping incident. And if luck hadn't been on his side, the outcome could have been much worse. Number 8. The next video was uploaded by a Reddit user who had a spooky experience while working a night shift. On the security cameras, he saw something eerie crossing the yard, only to vanish moments later.
The ghost is back.
The figure briefly looked human before it faded away, leaving the uploader shocked and horrified. The man recording the footage seemed genuinely frightened when he reviewed the tape. Adding to the creepiness, the uploader mentioned that both he and his roommate had heard strange running sounds coming from the attic. What do you think? Could this be a real ghost sighting? Or is there another explanation? Let me know your thoughts. Number 9. In this video, I've included several clips that surfaced after Hurricane Helen, a devastating Category 4 storm that wreaked havoc across the southern US. These videos give a first-hand look at the destruction caused by the hurricane. One TikTok user shared how severe the flooding had become in their area. It's terrifying to watch, but the next clip is even scarier. It shows a family returning home to assess the damage, only to find their house completely swept away by floodwaters. This footage was shared by Instagram user Micah Sherrill from Batcave, North Carolina, and it really highlights the sheer power of the storm.
Anticipate significant storm surge and intense winds moving into the area as the storm impacts our community. The time to leave is now. This is the Helen County Sheriff's Office. Mandatory evacuations have been ordered for your area. Please leave now. We anticipate significant.
Well, it's getting real.
Number 10. Hospitals can feel quite eerie due to the number of people who pass away there every year. In this video, a man shares his unsettling experience while staying in a hospital room. As he walked down the hallway back to his room, he started feeling cold and anxious. Once the nurse left, he began to look around and noticed something strange. Grabbing his phone, he zoomed in to confirm his suspicion. Although there was no one else in the room with him, he saw something unusual in the reflection of a blue Gatorade bottle. When he pans his camera to the window, nothing appears, but as he zooms in on the bottle, a dark, shadowy figure can be seen standing near the window. There are no obvious cuts in the video, so many viewers believe this could be real paranormal activity. However, some argue it's simply a reflection from the dark bottle in front of it, with the bottle's shape creating an illusion of a smaller humanoid figure. What do you think? Did he capture something paranormal, or is it just an optical illusion? Share your thoughts below. Number 11. This video captures a shocking moment when a crane unexpectedly topples over, smashing into an industrial lifter and leaving a worker dangling 60 feet above the ground. The freak accident took place at a port in Guatemala, where a large red crane was moving a counterweight from an even taller gray crane. In the footage, recorded by a worker on site, you can see the red crane lose its balance and crash to the ground. As the heavy machinery falls, it strikes the industrial lifter, causing its two occupants to stumble. One worker manages to grab onto a rail on the lifter platform, while his co-worker is left barely hanging on by his fingertips, almost falling out. It's a terrifying scene, highlighting the dangers of heavy machinery and the unpredictable nature of such work environments. Number 12. Mariana Ramos shares a chilling story about her father, who was attending Christmas Mass at his local church. During the service, he decided to send her a quick video. When Mariana watched the footage, she noticed something unsettling. A pale figure with no distinct features and deep, hollow eyes among the celebrating churchgoers. Concerned, Mariana asked her father about the mysterious figure, but he was just as disturbed and confused. He claimed he hadn't seen anyone unusual while recording the video. He even asked other church members, but nobody recognized the strange stranger in the footage. Things took a strange turn when Mariana mentioned that the church's old priest recognized the figure. He said it was an old woman who had once worked closely with the church but had passed away many years ago. So, is this the ghost of the woman returning to church for Christmas Mass, or could it all be an elaborate hoax? Number 13. This next clip was captured by an indoor CCTV camera inside a regular home while the homeowners were away. They received a notification about movement detected in their house, and when they checked their CCTV app, they were shocked by what they saw. At first, everything seems normal, but after a few moments, a shadow possibly caused by someone or something slowly moves along the wall before disappearing. Despite the low-quality footage, it's clear that no one was present to create this shadow. The family insists that nobody was home when the video was recorded. What do you think? Is there a shadow figure haunting their home? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 14. This video features a man who decided to explore an abandoned mine, which is notorious for eerie sounds that resemble trapped miners and creaking carts on tracks. As he pauses to listen and record the faint sounds, something completely unexpected occurs. In the footage, the man stops to capture the barely audible noises. Then, out of nowhere, something or someone briefly peeks out from the side, watching him for a moment before retreating into the darkness. What could it be? As always, it's left up to you to decide. What are your thoughts? Could it be a ghostly figure or something else entirely? Let me know in the comments. Number 15. While on his way to a campsite, a man got a flat tire deep in a remote forest at night. As he waited for help, something terrifying occurred. A creature with glowing red eyes suddenly emerged from the darkness and crossed the road in front of his car. Driven by curiosity, the man grabbed a flashlight and ventured into the forest to investigate, hoping to get a closer look. However, the mysterious creature vanished into the night and was never seen again. What do you think the man encountered in the dark forest? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 16. A truck driver, weary from a long haul, was resting in his parked vehicle when a sudden noise jolted him awake. Listening intently to the repeated thuds outside, he realized something was amiss.
There's another guy here. There are thieves here. Please.
With his heart racing, he quietly reached for his phone and reported the suspicious activity to a security agency. Gathering his courage, he decided to open the door, hoping to defuse the situation. As soon as he did, a group of robbers swiftly moved in, expertly seizing his valuables.
Where is the other food? Where is the other food? They don't have one food. No.
Despite the tense encounter, the driver maintained his composure, knowing that help was on the way. Unaware of the imminent arrival of law enforcement, the robbers quickly fled the scene, leaving the driver shaken but ultimately unharmed. Number 17. A user named Notel417 shared a chilling video in which he claims to have witnessed something eerie in his house and aimed to capture it on camera for proof.
Know if I'm seeing shit or tripping, but check this out. So this is my aunt's son's room, right? There's no one in here. Got nanny camera in here. Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room. Like, went back and forth 3 times and nothing, right? Like what? I do not want to go back in there.
As the camera feed displays, a figure appears to be standing in the room, despite the earlier confirmation of its emptiness. The uploader checks the room multiple times but finds nothing unusual, which heightens his unease. The video concludes with him expressing his conviction that something or someone is in the room, but he is too frightened to investigate further, especially since he's home alone. With this video being posted over 2 years ago and lacking any updates, the mystery remains unresolved, leaving viewers to speculate about what may be lurking in that room.